to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be discussing the delusional, insane, modern day baby mama. They are so delusional, they just don't get it. Then I'm going to show a clip of a woman who actually is going through the consequence of being a baby mama. And it's going to be great. So let's go ahead and get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put up the crazy delusional one first, though. You know, give me a second as I put it up on the screen for you. Hope this ain't too loud. Here we go.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends? Somebody is lying on this app because I will have my daughter in my arms and I will have somebody come ask me out. And I'll just be like, oh, but like, you know I got a kid, right? And they're like, all right, cool. What kind of snacks you like? So somebody is lying. I need all the men that say that men don't want single moms to come forward. Because y'all lying.
Okay, let's get into that. This poor child don't understand that men have no problem whatsoever approaching you when it comes to having intercourse. It doesn't mean that's the dumbest stuff I heard lately. Whenever I did try to holler at a baby mama, it was not really to be in a relationship with her. It's because she looked good. She was fine. Now, baby mamas can be fine now, and we know that you're fucking. You get what I'm saying? So you can't really get past that. So yeah, if a man come up to you and he see your kids and ask you stupid stuff like what kind of snacks he like, how little man doing, what size shoe little man wearing, if he's doing all that, lady, guess what? He's just trying to smash. So you're not in demand. I don't know what it is with these women, why they think they are in demand. You are not in demand like that. When you have multiple baby daddies or even one child, your value on the dating market goes down. I mean, it goes down. You may not want to hear that, but it's still the truth. You know what I mean? So it is all right. Now let me go ahead and play this woman who actually is going through some things right quick. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to her. Now, this is a real story.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm sad as fuck. I just got through crying. And this single mother shit dead. If y'all in a relationship and you're not married, even if you married, it's like there's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantee you're gonna be in a relationship if forever if you're married. There's no guarantee about any fucking thing. But when a man shows you who he is the first time, believe him. You see the red flag the first time, walk away. Don't keep giving.
Now, red flags for the modern day black woman are really green flags. You cannot tell me when you get a Pookie Ray Ray or Nook Nook that you don't see the flags. Most time you see those flags before you get involved with those men because of their reputation. Sometimes their reputation comes before them, and you know about them. So I don't want to hear all this whining and crying thing, but she gonna take a little bit of accountability in a little bit.
First time, believe him. You see the red flag the first time, walk away. Don't keep giving chance after chance after chance after chance. Till you end up like me and it's too fucking late.
Big ass.
I straight gotta go through this pregnancy shit alone. Been feeling alone this whole time. I can't even enjoy it. I'm not happy about it. I hate it. But I know I gotta stay strong because I put myself in a situation,
That's what I will give. I will commend her for that. Finally, somebody takes some accountability. You did put yourself in this situation, okay? And you're kind of slow. Whenever you with somebody and they keep doing you wrong and you keep taking them back and then they bust up in you, you're surprised that they didn't stay around. But I will give her credit for taking a smidget, a little bit of accountability right then.
Wrong because I put myself in a situation, And it's like, what can I do now? Just make better decisions, Moving forward, like me, I'm out of my people pleasing days. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you feel. If I say no, it's no.
Now I want you to pick up on that right there. Because she made a bad mistake, everybody else is going to have to suffer. See, people will look past that. You got to read between the lines right there. When she says she's through pleasing people, Whenever she says no, it means no. She's going to put herself first. That means the next man that comes into her life is going to have to deal with that shit right there. He will not have an easy time with her. He's going to have to jump through hoops, climb the highest mountain, swim through shark-infested waters just to get her to trust him. Because you know why? Now she has a wall up. Now she could be both trauma bonded with a wall up, or she could be have a wall up and not trauma bonded, just hurt. Now, when you have a wall up, each brick that's in that wall represents a failed relationship and a hurt and the pain that you got from someone else, most times because you chose to be with them. So now he has to deal with that. So that's what that means, y'all. Don't think that means something other than that. I feel sorry for the next man to come along, and then he's going to deal with other men's children that's coming out of her womb, and an attitude, and the wall being built up. Man, no.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you feel. If I say no, it's no. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. If it disturbs my peace, my happiness, I can't do it. It's too much. I can't. I got to start putting myself first and stop putting myself last, because I wouldn't even be in this situation right now.
Now, let's get this straight. Now, she's confirming what I said to you. She's going to put herself first. If you were her man, a new man come along, he's going to have hell with her because he's going to be last. But let me say this, where she's not taking accountability at. She said she's going to put herself first because she always been putting herself last. That isn't true. She's been putting herself first. You went after what you desired. You chose to be with that Pookie Ray Ray or Nook Nook. You decided to be with a man, as you said, showed you many times that he was not the one for you, that you kept taking him back over and over and over. You did that. You did put yourself first. You put your selfish desires first. And I'm promising you, there are people probably in this young lady's life who was telling her to leave him alone. Majority of the time, you hardly ever find, and it's very rare, where a woman is dealing with a man who ain't no good, and there ain't somebody trying to tell her to leave that man alone because of this and this and that, or they indirectly telling her that this guy is not the one for him. So I don't want to hear that shit. You did put yourself first. And because of that, now you're pregnant.
Carrying a fucking baby with no fucking mans, no support, nothing. Honestly, I made a video before and it made people upset. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who sees this video. I don't give a fuck who screenshots it, screen records it, send it. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I don't. And I'm not taking it down.
Please don't.
Because I'm standing in my truth. I'm standing on what I believe in. I don't care.
Isn't it amazing whenever a woman fucks up, she's standing in her truth? Why don't you call it for what it is? I'm standing in my bullshit. Why don't you call it that? You fucked up. I'm standing in my fuck up. Why don't you say that? It ain't your truth. A lot of women say that it's my truth that I have 4 or 5 kids because I am a musty back heifer and you must accept the package deal. This is my truth. No, those are the consequences of the bad decisions that you made prior. That's what that is. That ain't your truth. Now, you can say it's truthfully, you fucked up. Why don't you say that? This is where I am at. Truthfully, I fucked up. Why don't you say it like that? Because that's what it means.
Because I'm standing in my truth. I'm standing on what I believe in. I don't care. Because I am hurt.
I know.
And I'm not going to sit here and bash and talk bad, about the person who I decided to lay down with because that's my fault.
I love accountability, man. Like I say, man, if she keep it up and keep being accountable for her actions and being responsible for herself, her life will get easier if she keeps it up. If not, she's going to be another bitter ass baby mama, man.
But what I am going to say is make better decisions. Because now I got to do this shit alone. I got to figure out daycare. And it's like I'm starting over again. I already have a kid. It's like I'm starting.
She already has a child. This is baby number 2. And the other baby daddy ain't there in her life either. She's not married. 2 men have given you children. 2 men have begun a family with you. 2 different sets of family. That's what it really comes down to. Because if a man has a woman, he has a child, that's really, when you're married, that's a family. But this case, you're not married, but you have the family. So you have the family without the marriage. You're supposed to have the marriage with the family, but you're unmarried, unwedded. So now you have the family without the marriage. Now you should already know after baby number 1, what could possibly happen to you when a man skeets inside of you and you give him a child. It was hard the first time. The other man ain't really there in his life, and if he is, the child is not being raised in a two-parent household. Now you created another bastard child. You got 2 bastard children. And that's not to be rude. Look in the dictionary. It says that illegitimate children are called bastard children. They're not called your little queen. They're not called your little kings, your little prince or little princesses. They're called bastard children. And a bastard child is the result of non-marital or premarital sex. Now, you can't push them kids back up in you. You have to be responsible and take care of those children. All of y'all supposed to be, but it don't hardly ever go that way. What you're going to have is a bunch of baby mamas fighting with baby daddies because you can already tell she's mad at the other man for abandoning her, but that's her fault. She should have learned after baby number 1. Just keep on going.
Now I got to do this shit alone. I got to figure out daycare, and it's like I'm starting over again. I already have a kid. It's like I'm starting all the way the fuck over again. I'm gonna have to get up every night, every morning, and feed this baby on my own. I know I'm gonna have to just do this all on my own. And it's crazy because I already had it set in my mind this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen.
Now, I want you to pay attention to that. I've said many times in many videos, women enter into relationships with their hands up, with their guards up, with their shields up, and their swords drawn, already expecting it to fail or go awry some type of way. So if you are already in a relationship, so this is different. It's different when you enter into the relationship expecting that. And it's another thing when you are actually in that relationship and the red flags are continuously being presented to you. Because she said she took them back several times. She said if a person shows you their true colors, believe them the first time. That's something my grandmother say also. But it's true. So she had indicators, she had clues, she had the writing on the wall that this was not going to work. And when you still laid on your musty back and allow him to go raw in you, and now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom and all that stuff. So that's what you got going on, drizzle. Anyway, that's what you have going on right now.
Crazy because I already had it set in my mind this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I didn't like the way I was being treated. It's not the type of situation I wanted to be in. Like, I wasn't getting what I needed, out of the relationship. And I seen it going downhill. And when I tried to walk away, that's when I found out I was fucking pregnant. So just don't be like me and wait till it's too fucking late. Don't be a dumbass. But I know that God got me. It's gonna be okay. I've been praying a lot more lately. Ever since my grandmother died, I stopped going to church. And I really feel like that's my problem. I really feel like a lot of the decisions I've made in my life is due to my grandma passing. Like, I didn't know how.
I don't like that type of stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've noticed a trend with this on some of my other videos. When a woman does something wrong and she is hit by the negative impacts of her consequences that she brought upon herself, the first thing she say is, God. Where was God when you was doing this stuff? God got me. God is protecting me. Where was he at when you was deciding to go against God's will to get into the circumstance that you're in now? Okay, I ain't saying nothing about not turning to God. I'm not saying that. But my point is, how come you acknowledge him after the fact of fucking up? When your consequence catch up with you, now you want to say all this and say that. And then you want to say your grandma died and that kind of impacted your decision-making skills. Lady, you are not a full-grown woman if at any time it takes another person to influence you to do right and wrong. I've heard that before too. If my mama was still in my life, my daddy was still in my life, if my uncle was still in my life, my grandparents were still in my life, I would have made a different decision. You have to grow the hell up and make your own decision. You have to learn discernment, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. People that you love will not always be in your life, unfortunately. Okay? I hate to say that. You have to learn enough to be able to navigate through life on your own. It should not take your mama or your grandma or your daddy or an in-law or a friend to influence you to do what's right for yourself. You can ask for advice, but you don't need them to make good decisions for yourself, man. That's codependency. You are codependent upon somebody else helping you to make a decision. That is not a fully grown woman, and that is not a fully grown man who acts like that. You have to be independent. Now, remember, you want to be an independent woman, right? That you got to have independent thought then, woman. Stop using everybody else as a crutch.
I've made in my life is due to my grandma passing. Like, I didn't know how to cope with it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I felt like it was my fault she passed away, because she passed away during COVID. And I feel like I'm the one that gave her COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I never completely got over that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And if my grandmother was here, to be honest, I don't believe I'll be sitting right here, even making this video, even talking, even saying anything. But it's going to be okay.
No, it's not.
Everything's going to be fine. Everything will work itself out. I'll be fine.
No, you finna have a hard ass life. It's just colorful what it is. It'll be fine, but it's gonna be rough. How that sound? Okay. So now I ain't gonna let you slide with that, baby. I just can't let you do that. I just can't do that. It's just not me. I mean, you can call me whatever you want to call me, man. All I gotta say is this shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
That's right. You need people like me because I'm going to tell you the truth, if you like it or not. Now, hold on for 1 second. As I pull up the last clip, and this clip so fits everything that you just heard. Let's get it.
Being a single mom is so freaking hard. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
One more again.
Being a single mom is so freaking hard. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
I'm going to tell you something. It might be kind of messed up what I'm about to say, but I don't want to make no single moms out there, but she is going to make you want to hear the raw. That's a nice looking woman right there. What can I say, man? I can't stop what I say. Excuse me. Yep, just can't wait.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Oh. Yeah, people want me to change what I gotta say, but it ain't gonna change. One last Tony Montana. One last.
All I have in this world is my balls, my word. I don't break them for those. You understand?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Hope y'all like the jazz. All right, then. I'll be seeing y'all pretty soon, man. You let me know what you think about this in the comments, man. I'll be talking to you pretty soon. Take it easy now, you hear?